Good morning, y'all. I want to stress something. You got to watch out for scammers out there. There's a lot of scamming going on right now, and it's all over. It's rampant, and just don't be a victim of this. They're going to try to catch you off guard. They're going to do things that look familiar, but it's a scam. It's a trap to try to get money from you. So 2 days ago, somebody calls my parents' house at 11 o'clock at night saying that somebody is in jail, and he's a cop, and he's calling on their behalf, and my family needs to get this person out of jail. And it was 11 o'clock at night. Everybody was sleeping. So when my dad woke up to answer the phone, he's caught off guard. He's wondering why a cop's calling him at 11 at night. It didn't really make any sense. So the guy asks if we know this person from the family. They know everybody's name, but my dad was already kind of skeptical and didn't really make sense. So he said he didn't know anybody by that name. The guy gets frustrated and says, well, it's a different name that's part of our family. A different person is there. And at this point, my dad's definitely skeptical, and he says he doesn't know that person either. And the guy gets upset and curses at him and hangs up. And so next morning, my dad contacts me, explains the whole situation. And alright, so everybody has caller ID and everything. This number came up, unknown name. So we didn't have a name or a number or anything to report to the cops or anybody. And the whole call was probably under a minute because my dad basically shut the guy down by saying we didn't know these people. But it's a scary situation, and they obviously wanted money. They wanted my dad or somebody in the family to wire them money for somebody that they claim was in jail. What kind of cop calls on the behalf of somebody that's in jail? You get a phone call. The cop doesn't call for you. So any which way, just be vigilant. Just keep your eyes open and don't just believe people. Verify things, and if you think anything's suspicious, just hang up the phone. If they're claiming to be a cop, tell them you're going to call them back at the police station, at the official number. So if they're real, they should be able to give you a legitimate number at the police station or at a business. Because I've seen several of these scams going on in the last couple days, in the last week. People's losing money, people's getting scammed, and it's just crazy what's going on in this world right now. And I want to shout out to Chris Sane for using his platform to spread this, and that's where this video comes from that I'm going to show you now. That was on his platform, so go check him out, Chris Sane. Usually his content's more about stocks and investing and making money and being independent and self-sufficient. He really knows his stuff, and he's a great source of knowledge. So if that's something that interests you, go check him out, Chris Sane. But check this video out that was on his platform, and comment down below if anything like this has happened to you. Ultimately, in this world, everything is equated down to good versus evil, and evil prospers when good people do nothing. So take the initiative.
What's up, YouTube? Listen, family, federal workers' paychecks has just vanished. The government refuses to pay. I'm telling you right now, on October 15th, the military will also miss their checks. If you or somebody you know has missed a paycheck, worked for the government, hasn't been paid, or going through something, make sure you let me know down in the comments below. But more importantly, guys, bank accounts are being wiped out overnight. And this is crazy. If you have an elderly parent, scams are on the rise. I'm talking about they're even getting people that's savvy. If you yourself, do me a favor, check on your parents, check on those that are elderly that may be susceptible to this, but also you make sure you're on top of your game. Check this out.
Please stop what you're doing. Listen, please, 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 please. The scariest scam just happened to us. I'm still very shaken. It didn't even happen to me. please send this to your parents. If you have older parents, if you have older grandparents, please send this to them or let them know that this is happening, okay? So about half an hour ago, my husband got a call from my phone number. It had my picture, it had my name, everything about it. It was my number. It was like a regular call. He didn't even think anything of it, answered the phone. On the other line was a guy saying he was holding me hostage and was going to shoot me if my husband did not transfer him money through Zelle. My husband immediately started texting our good friend that's in the FBI, and that guy instructed him to keep the guy on the phone and try to have that guy put me on the phone. Like, if he really had me, put me on the phone. So Josh my husband is keeping him on the phone, trying to tell him to put me on the phone. In the meantime, he's also tracking my phone. Well, I happen to be at the hospital because my son had a doctor's appointment. So our FBI friend leaves work and is headed to me to make sure everything's okay. Josh was able to drag this phone call out for 5 minutes, and in the meantime, this guy is asking for, he's getting hostile, and he's asking for the money via Zelle. My husband's like, I don't know what Zelle is. Do you have Venmo? Because he's just like trying to prolong the conversation. He's like, I really need to talk to her. I need to make sure she's okay. After about 5 minutes of this, he still wouldn't put me on the phone, obviously, because I wasn't there. So Josh, my husband, hung up and called me right back, and I answered, and he was like freaking out, right? Anyways, the scariest part of all this is that they call from your number, and they knew everybody's names. So please spread the word that this is a new scam, because it is very realistic. It is very terrifying. And I know that a lot of people would just give them account numbers to get their loved ones back. Gosh, just spread the word, please. Hopefully, if we spread it far and wide, we can squash this, and it will stop being a thing.
Like I said, guys, it is getting very, very crazy out here. I want you to take extra precaution. This is why I want you also to make sure that you are on top of your game, that you are actively managing your situation. Because I often say, if you give them the power to feed you, you give them the power to starve you and do anything else they want to do, such as cause you to miss your paycheck, miss hard-earned money you work for. In the stock market, when you learn how to invest and build wealth for yourself, you don't have to succumb to that, man. Listen, hopefully you guys are taking care of yourselves. Hopefully you guys are staying afloat the best you can. Regardless of that, though, the storm and trouble don't last always, man. Keep your head up. Coach will catch you in the next one. Peace.